So you're saying that the shift in the voting patterns you think has led to the decline of the Black community?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, is evidence is right there because prior to 1960, we had an 80% two-parent household rate in the Black community. 80% two parents. So, you had kids with somebody, you were married to the mother and the father 80% of the time. And now it's almost a reverse, a 70% single parent household rate. So things have changed. And one of the main things in civil rights and Great Society LBJ was if you want to get these welfare benefits, the father can't be in the home.
Yeah,
So
familiar with that.
a lot of times the money was chosen over a cohesive family structure. That's what happened. And then as a result, you have in prison population rise up. You threw the drugs in there. That's going to cause a big problem. They say like 80% or more of all prison inmates come from single parent households. And to be clear, here's another wrinkle to that. They say that in single parent households, a lot of it is about having single mother led households. They say if you come from a single father led household, you have just as much of a chance of going to the penitentiary as a two parent household, which means a low chance, but a very high chance if you come from a single mother household. But during the LBJ time, civil rights time, the single motherhood was put on the pedestal. That was boosted up through all the policy because the father couldn't be in the home, the dad couldn't be around to get the welfare benefits. So they incentivize single mother household through financial reasons, through government policy. They created the single parent households that we see today.
Interesting. Yeah, no, I am familiar with the policy that I can't think of the name, but basically was it no man in the house clause or something to that. I know
Yes.
they talk about that in the Monahan report, which has been floating around in the Black YouTube conversation for some time. I
Yeah.
actually need to go back and review that because I kind of skimmed that maybe a year or two ago and wanted to go back and read it with a fine tooth comb because I know there was a lot to unpack there. So yeah, and that's a whole nother conversation about the single parent households. There's been a lot of debate as to what is driving it. How some people say it's just, these women just need to close their legs or they just need to be more self-disciplined. And then you have others who it's like, no, like there's systems behind that. And there's always been this really interesting debate. But being someone who really preaches marry before you carry and the power of abstinence, I think we can look at the results today and know that something is obviously off. I don't pretend to be the expert exactly on what are all the variables, but there are some really, really large problems going on. And I don't like how the single parent, single mother culture is, if it's not celebrated, it's at least codified.
Yeah.
Because it's like you don't want the woman to feel shame. And I'm not in the position of just trying to shame a person. Like if somebody's made bad decisions, I feel like normally they're already going to feel shame. But it's like I also don't want to minimize the fact that if you do something bad, you're going to have bad results. Like you can't, there's really no way around that. And you want to make sure the person knows that. So hopefully younger generations will go up and follow behind. So